Hey guys, and welcome. In the following video, I'm going to give you an overview of how the page builder works with our Leon theme. Now, this builder is pretty comprehensive, and I'll go through some of the blocks and details that we have inside it. And this is how you're going to build the pages for your site. So I'm super excited to show you this today. Let's get started. Now, when you go into any page, so if you go to your pages and you go to any page, you can just add the title as always, and you can add any text here, although it's pretty irrelevant at this point because you're going to be using the block builder, so adding text here doesn't really make much sense. It might look slightly different if you're using Gutenberg, WordPress 5.0 or above, but it will still be the same principles: title, text description, and then you're going to come down to the Flothemes layout area. And that is where you are able to build the pages. We have the how-to video, which is the one you're watching right now, and that will explain pretty much everything you need to know about getting started with pages. So there are two sections here that are important: templates and layout. The templates basically let you choose one of the layouts from the demo site of your Leon theme, and you can quickly build pages using those. Just note that you won't have all the pages from the demo, just the most popular. So if you want to apply a page, for example, I want about type A, I can click on the quick view, and then in here it's going to load the preview of all the blocks. So I can see all the blocks here. Great. I apply the template, and then it goes to the layout area and adds all of the blocks. So if you didn't know previously, this is a block building theme, so it's like Lego. You can build one block on top of the other. You can easily move and position the blocks by just dragging them into position. You can delete any block that you don't want, just hitting the bin icon. And then of course, editing blocks is really simple. You can click the pencil. Then you'll have this nice preview image that explains what's inside the block. So image, title area, text area. So ABC. You can come down through the settings and start adding the content. So in this case, it would be an image. Let's select an image, like so. You can update the title. You can update the fonts here, and that uses the existing font style set up in the typographies area, and you can learn more about that in the typography video. And you would just go through and update the different blocks as per the image here, and just add any content that is required. You can change elements, colors, and background areas at a lot of the blocks in the theme as well. And if you want to do that, just enable this switch, and of course then just choose the color that you want to upload it with. And you can use any hex value that sort of matches your branding. You also have margins top and bottom, so this would increase the margin between the block above or the block below. So you can increase and decrease the margins. So if two blocks are too far away from each other, for example, you can reduce the margin, either remove the top margin or the bottom margin, depending which block you choose. Miscellaneous tab, you can hide a block on desktop or hide a block on mobile. This way you can sort of create a more friendly user experience for your users when they come on the mobile devices. You may want to reduce the amount of content or try displaying the content slightly differently between mobile and desktop, and it will just give a better experience for your users overall. You can also add custom JavaScript and custom CSS if you are a developer and you have a little bit more knowledge about that, and it is possible with this theme. Now, what if you wanted to add another block? Very simple. You can go to the block section and you can preview the block here on the right hand side, and there are a whole array of blocks inside of the Leon theme. So we have the WordPress title block, so that'll be from the title of the top of the page. The content block, that'll be from the content. If you added it in here, that would be the WordPress content block. Category switchers used for your blog pages. You have two different contact blocks. Dividers. You can add an FAQ block if you have recently asked questions or frequently asked questions. Featured items, so they could be featured blog posts, pages, whatever you like. There's two of those. Featured links, again, this could be used for 50/50 image text, links to your about page, different pages. Anything where you want to have an image and text and a little description and a call to action. Featured links, again, this could be the categories and display different categories, or links to different locations throughout your site, or external publications also. Featured slideshows, again, this would be for blog posts or galleries or other features. Footer placeholder, that will always be at the bottom of the page. You will have the image blocks, and there's 3 of those, and some of them will have text. Most of them should have text over them also. Actually, 4 image blocks. You'll have image links, so you can add images, links, and text. You can have item titles, so this could be for the top of a page. Generally, it's used for the blog post, and there's 2 options for that. Listing blocks, these will be the blocks that are used for building your blog page or your gallery portfolio page, and they will list the blog posts or the galleries that are shown over here. And there are 6 different listing layouts available too. In the listing layouts, you also have different options for the blocks, including the number of posts that are displayed, etc. I'll add one and we'll look at it as well in a moment. And just note that whenever you add a block, it will always go above this footer placeholder. So after listings, we have the pagination. If you wanted to add previous and next pages for your blog page, you would add pagination. There's press blocks, pricing packages if you want to show pricing. 4 different slideshows, so full screen slideshow options here, and a couple visible nearby. Social blocks, that's links to your social feeds and other links, and text blocks, and a testimonials block. So very useful if you have testimonials from your clients and you want to improve social proof. You also have a developers block here if you need to add any code to your page. Maybe you want to embed some newsletters or anything like that. This dev block will work perfectly for that. So you have a whole array of blocks that you can add to your site. And as shown, if you want to add a block, simply choose one. It will be added above the footer placeholder. Edit it as always, and just add the text and content to that. Listing blocks, you have galleries and posts. You can select categories, number of items per page. Some of them will have some more specific options, colors, dates, categories, etc. And you can also have the margin top bottom and miscellaneous. So a few options inside the listing blocks that are useful. So that's it, folks. Building pages is really, really simple. You can, of course, create landing pages. You can create different types of pages with your flow theme, and it's going to give you lots of flexibility to really build a website that you need. So I would suggest setting up a test page, playing with some of the blocks, seeing how they look, and then start creating your site. So go ahead, folks, get started today.